Hey guys, what is up? Kulprit here, and today I'm going to bring you my second video of some of my armored kill footage. This is kind of a highlight reel of a match I played on Bandar Desert. The only match I've played on there is Conquest Large, as you can see. It's really just a highlight reel because the match was, I don't even know, 30-40 minutes long. It's going to be a challenge for YouTubers with this new DLC because these matches are so long, except of course Rush Attack, that you really have to almost relearn how to edit. Left a little tank gameplay in here for you. This is about as good as it gets with Kulprit, guys. So I don't even know if you've seen me in a tank that much. This is a little action back and forth. Actually, some of the 008 guys are on the other side, so I thought you might enjoy it. I left it in there. So continuing with my positive theme, there's an elephant in the room, obviously, and it is balance issues. Armored Kill has tons of balance issues. It's incredibly poorly balanced. I mean, let's be honest. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm afraid that it's just because it's something new and this is a honeymoon phase. I'm afraid that once that fades, I'm going to start getting frustrated and start raging again. And that's due to balance. But the reason I'm optimistic against probably better judgment is that they are just balance issues. And balance issues can be tweaked and fixed. The maps are pretty good. I have some gripes about some graphical glitches of rocks lining up with their images and things like that. Hopefully they're going to fix that, but that's a whole other issue. But balance issues can constantly be tweaked. And despite the fact that they really haven't tweaked anything in close quarters, I don't know why I'm optimistic, but yet I am. This is a crazy one-on-one tank versus tank. Then it got down to handgun versus handgun. Got you that time, Rich. Don't worry, you exact your revenge later. But yeah, I mean, I'm just really hoping that DICE finally will come through and finish a product, because again, this is very unfinished. Armored Kill is a very unfinished product, just like Close Quarters was with its crappy spawns and missing game modes and type of thing, and as we all know, Battlefield 3 was. So come on, DICE, pick it up, just finish one phase of this game. Again, tons of potential. Really love to see you see it out, but instead of harping on the negative, as I just did, I do it, guys. I can't help myself sometimes. I'm going to try to just offer a couple quick solutions. Some ideas I had to try to maybe rebalance things. These are subtle things. These are things that I think they could do relatively easily. And I just wanted to get some feedback to you guys to see what you think. First being, and this is just a general, any game mode. The second thing is going to be rush specific. But the first thing is going to be, I don't feel like two facets. The AC-130 should not be able to mark people. You shouldn't be able to be up there and just mash the mark button and mark everybody on the map. And B, they should not be able to see player marks. I mean, let's at least put some skill into the AC-130, and let's let the people actually spot targets and shoot them. Like, I don't mean spot, I mean actually with their eyes see them and shoot. This way they're not just shooting at Doritos the whole time. Let's just put a little skill into it, can we? And basically, I don't think they should be able to mark for the rest of their team, because what's the point of a MAF then? I mean, now you've got this spotter that's even higher. It just sits around, it shoots at people all day, and it marks people. So now the attacking team even has more of an advantage in that case, because now they've got this big, humongous MAV up there marking everything. So you've already got the armor advantage, you've got this air advantage. Now you've got every defender marked. Just it sounds like a subtle thing, but it totally, in my opinion, unbalances the game. So just make it flat out. If you're in the AC-130, you do not see player marks, and you are unable to mark for the rest of your team. And if you're going to shoot at infantry, you're going to shoot at tanks, you have to learn to recognize vehicles. You have to learn to recognize infantry. You have to know the hotspots. You have to have map knowledge. I see that as a nice challenging thing for those guys. I see it as balancing a little more to those guys that pound the ground like I do. The second thing, it's also involving the AC-130. Remove the ability, and this can be just rush specific because I don't see it as big a deal in Conquest. Remove the ability to spawn and parachute out of it. We all know it's a novelty. It's just going to be like the cliff jump on Damavand. Everybody wanted to do it the first couple weeks, and then after that it was like, woohoo, I'll wait till you get to the ground and I'll spawn on you. Just take it out, because everybody complains about the AC-130 being overpowered and it imbalances rush and to the attacking side and all these things. The biggest issue I have with it, maybe that's because I'm on PC and you can add more players, and so it does get chewed up a little more. Sure, it makes me mad when it kills me, but the biggest thing is guys jumping out of it, and it just randomizes rush. Rush is supposed to have almost battle lines. It's supposed to be very linear. It's supposed to have very obvious battle lines. You're supposed to know where the enemy's coming from, and that's what makes rush great in my mind. I know as a defender, if I sit here and watch this approach, I'm gonna get a battle, and they're gonna have to come through me. And so it's going to be tooth and nail fight, and it's just going to be a matter of, can I make them bleed enough so that they don't have enough tickets at the end. That's what it's all about, you know. That's what Rush is about. So with these guys being able to just jump out of this thing and parachute and float around and get behind me, and I never know as a defender where they're coming from. Never. And Rush is linear. That's what it is. So if I don't know which direction I'm supposed to be defending in, how am I supposed to defend with all the armor, the guys jumping out? It ruins Rush. Unfortunately, it's not that big of a factor in Conquest, because Conquest has always been this ring around the rosy, crazy track meet, you know, running around in circles. And here jumping the gun a little bit. I was a little in over my head here. My team's getting capped out. I didn't really know what the hell was going on. I'm trying to just fight to save a couple flags. Of course, this is about where all the 008 boys seem to have gotten me cornered. They smelled blood and they were coming after me. But anyway, guys, those are my two kind of tweaks. I was curious what you guys thought about it. Remove the ability to parachute out. Remove the ability to spot targets. And don't give them the benefit of other marks while in the AC-130. Three pretty simple things. You don't have to change much. It's just allowances in the code. And I think it would change the game dramatically for the good and balance things back the other way. Ideally, what I really like to see them do, give that power to server admins. Make everything adjustable, allowable, toggleable, whatever you want to call it. Because you know what then? All DICE has to do is sit back and watch. And they will see exactly what works and what does not. Because the servers that do the good rule sets will be the ones that are populated. Will be the ones that people want. Oh, there you go, Rage. You finally hunted me down. You got me that time. I left it in there. Good work to you, sir. Yeah, it'll be really obvious what the player base wants, because those will be the servers we play. The server, let's see, does the populace like the AC-130 or do they not? Well, let's go look. Which servers are most popular? At this point in the game, that's what it should be. Everything they add to the game should be a toggle on a server. I should be able to just click off the AC-130. I should be able to, you know, click this certain vehicle type. You know, I would love an infantry. I mean, personally for me, I want to set up vehicle respawn times very high, and I want, when I run around, I almost want a tank to be rare, so that when I see it, I'm like, wow, okay, there's a tank, we're in trouble, we got to find a tank of our own to take it out, so to speak. So that's me. I don't know, and that's why I just hope they give it to the admin and let us kind of decide what we want on our servers, and let the populace decide, let the players decide what rule set they like the most. It's the least amount of work for DICE, because they don't have to keep doing all these fixes, and you know, hopefully we'd all be happy in that sense. So I don't know, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think these little kind of changes will make the game better or worse? You make the call. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you watching as always, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.